17 points the other way, but I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense.
I'm about to be 2-1.
They didn't listen. They responded.
Why are you bullying me?
And shut them down.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle there by John Johnson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Bro, I'm versing Golden Tate 3.
From the gun, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
Pick.
That type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rivers on first down. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Rivers.
Yeah! Get out of here, kid! You're not good.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The Chargers. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Pass incomplete.
Kansas City just won against SF.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Still 2nd down. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough,
The
but the
Lions
intelligence
just
level of
lost
the guys
to,
up front
the Lions
blocking,
just
the
lost
offensive
to-
linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Rico, did you
Getting
mention
set to
me?
go again here
Yes,
on
sir.
offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their...
Kick him, Rico.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
And it's so
No,
funny
not.
because when
We're
it
not
works,
playing Madden,
genius. When it
so
doesn't
it
work,
works.
not so smart.
Not so
In
genius.
this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he
Yeah,
went
but we
for it.
like him for those things. Did I say that in my name? I didn't.
Ready? 380!
The first down throw here for Rivers. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating
Yeah,
what can
but we
still
like
come.
him to have a
I mean,
fun
2
game.
touchdowns already here through the second
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah.
There could be
Yeah.
plenty more before this game is over.
No. How would you go eat a donut? Which would be good.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game
Oh,
and continuing to
somebody
press the
blocking,
running game.
please.
Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Like, this game is actually trash. Gotta get into the atmosphere. Forfeited.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up? Keep the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change,
I went from feeling all kites to putting it on my block.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail, I had. I make you get off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be out. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Like my beat ain't no happy, but later I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count?
I'm passing all my passes to Odell.
Big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted up at 12 and 8 that night, see how my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look right. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers.
Sink.
Yeah. I'm winner.
We drop you in early on in this one. First drive of the game. The ball belongs to the New York Giants. In his own end zone, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to air one. He's got a man complete. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 20. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing his Bortles on third down. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Bro, what the heck? Rico. What are you doing? Yeah.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
personal foul, roughing
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
How did they get
And
out
they'll
so
start in a hole here
fast?
as he's
Like,
brought
they're
down
over
at the
on only
11-yard
16.
line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
So
now a play fake. Manning. And that is incomplete.
Why are you running around so quickly? Like, I'm trying to pass it to you, but you're not running around.
Any game you play in third down defense, something
no,
you
he's
got
better
to
than
watch
your
in this
mom.
one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is
No,
incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. A strong safety, Barry
No, because
Church,
you're bad because you
all
don't
over
even
that
have
one and
Madden,
knocked
so
it
you don't
away.
even know how good I am.
Well, not only did they try to fake it,
That's why you're bad at
they
Fortnite
put the
too.
ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Risky.
It is so funny because when it
No,
works,
you were
genius.
not.
When
You
it
were
doesn't
not
work,
editing
not so
on
smart.
me.
Not so
In this case, not so genius, but I do
No,
admire that he
this
went
kid's
for it.
capping, bro. He's
They go play action here on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
cut that out.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this
ball was
touchdown
out.
will count. Lambo on for the extra point.
No, I'm not. When you want me in Madden, you're gonna get caught.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
What?
Guess what?
What?
Out, and at this point, you would have to think that all mentions of last year maybe erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. Yeah, clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to push people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. Now, the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But
how did he drop it? He was already down.
Their head coach, Pat Shermer, comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashaun Gibson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And they've got it here. They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Are you go?
Bortles going to throw.
Get out of here, boys.
He's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. B.J. Goodson.
I got back there so quickly, Rico, bro. He didn't even see me.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
I'm losing that
bad. His guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars
I'm boosting the Jaguars, and they have a higher rate over
the extra point.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop.
And for the third
No,
time,
there's another
it's
pick.
intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Jesus.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back?
It's a
Of
foot
course, right.
race.
He's going to score
The
again.
40,
Yeah, that's great.
20, 10.
Score.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special
No,
by
I'll just
him.
score on this
But let's
one.
face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers.
Stop
or
throwing
maybe
me,
even
kicking
sometimes
it out all
position to get a
the way.
great matchup.
Like, you're
and make plays
actually
like that.
bad. Stop kicking it so
And our
far.
player spotlight now as we turn our attention to
agree. Make it so I can actually catch it.
this offense. Trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember having to get...
No, I'm
Pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. That's a
Look at my even getting
6'8", 300-pound man out of the U, Mr. Campbell.
Yes, and he came from Arizona to Jacksonville and didn't just bring that frame with him. He brought 14 and a half sacks as well and created a new city within their city, now known as Saxonville.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Can you guys block him, please? You guys see me trying to throw it. Dang.
Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back onto the field with his offense.
I'm restarting my season.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up? I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your.
I'll be back.
Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, see how my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch it turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. They popo. Had a G-Wagon truck on the road. Find the kids who was in they Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley.
Rico.
Gently.